Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luke and today is a different kind of video today. A bit sort of spooky for spooky season. It's not going to be that spooky, I'm sure. I have confessions to make that make me sound like a crazy person, and that is that I think my house is haunted. Well, I say house, I think there's a room in my house that is haunted, which does sound crazy. So I used to sleep in the room next to this room, and my God, was this a struggle for me all the time, every second of every day? I'd have to walk past the room that I think is haunted to get to my own. Or I used to have to run past. I used to refuse to look at it as I walked past. It was a mad time. I'm aware that I'm going to sound like a crazy person throughout this whole video, and I'm aware that you guys may just unsubscribe and never come back. And you know what? Fair enough. I don't think it's quite like Hollywood horror. When you say that you think a house is haunted, people's minds go to certain things. It's more just feeling a presence, feeling like you're being watched, you know? What was weird was that sometimes I'd feel the presence in different places. The actual doorway. Sometimes I would walk past and feel like whatever was in this room was right there, and then sometimes from outside I could feel it looking through the window. Oh my God, I sound insane. Years and years ago, I used to run this channel with my friend Billy, and the two of us did do a video on this. I felt this for a long time and kept it quiet because I sound crazy. When we were younger, me and Billy, we used to have sleepovers. One time she was staying at mine. I didn't have a mirror in my room. Don't know why. And there was a mirror in the ghost room. So when I was in the shower, she was doing her makeup and she knew the mirror, went in that room. And she said that she just felt uncomfortable the entire time she was in there doing her makeup, looking in the mirror. And when she told me that, it was kind of like, I sort of felt two emotions at once. One was, fucking hell, this is scary. But two was, oh my God, maybe I'm not insane. I felt insane because my family have never experienced this. This is just a Luke thing. My brother used to sleep in that room and he never had a problem with it. When my brother moved out, my mum used to use it to put the washing on the dryers and stuff, and she never felt anything wrong with it. So it was definitely me. Billy helped make me think that maybe I wasn't alone. So when I was younger, I used to go on drives with my friends where we would get fast food and we'd sing songs. I still do that with my friends now, but I never do it as late now as I used to. When I was younger, we used to be out till 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of that was because I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to walk past this room. This was one of the weirdest things because it's never happened before or since. But one time I'd been out with my friends, I'd got home, and I just looked up at the window because it's at the front of the house, this ghost room. And from my scalp all the way literally down to my feet, I got goosebumps. I've never felt them all over my head like that before. And down. This could just be paranoia. I'm well aware. That feeling was an insane feeling for my body to just come out with. I don't know the rules. I'm not a paranormal investigator nor a scientist. So I have this Disney villain music box, and you have to really turn this silver thing at the back, and it plays Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid. One time I was getting ready for work. I was the only one in the house, and suddenly this box started to play the full song. And that music box is still in my room now, and never ever has it played again. So it's not like it's something that the box does. It started to play and I ran. Things got weirder when my brother and his girlfriend at the time were house sitting for their friends who had gone on holiday. They invited some of us over for a games night. I needed the toilet. So I went upstairs to the toilet, and opposite the toilet was one of the kids' rooms. I felt from that room what I feel from the room in my house. So I went downstairs and I told my friend Becca that, I felt a bit uneasy. One of the rooms upstairs felt a bit weird. Becca reveals that she feels exactly the same with that room upstairs and one of the rooms in her house. And again, that sort of feeling, that validation that I got from that was thank fuck I'm not the only insane person on the planet. My house has this unfortunate thing where on top of the door there's a strip of glass, and I hate it. But they came in handy once because when I was in my old room next to the ghost room, it was the middle of the night and I had woken up to see through the glass that the light was on in the ghost room in the middle of the night. It was like nearing 4 o'clock in the morning. No one would leave that light on. The light wasn't on when I went to bed. The light wasn't on when anyone went to bed. So why was the light suddenly on? My parents went to France and I was home alone with the dog. I didn't want to go up to bed because I didn't want to pass this room. So I decided I was going to sleep downstairs in the living room with the dog and that would be fine. The trouble with the living room is it's directly beneath the ghost room. I heard a sound that sounded like footsteps. It sounded like someone was walking across the room. My mum has, as most mums do I think, she has these embarrassing pictures of me and my brother from when we were like younger. A bit like the music box, a bit like a lot of these situations. They've never done this before and they've never done this since. But after the footsteps walked across, suddenly the picture of my brother fell. The sound scared the shit out of me and the dog. That was just terrifying. There was something really terrifying about that. But then my least favourite story... Oh my god, my phone vibrated and that scared me so much. My least favourite story was that I was asleep in my room, the room next to the ghost room. And I very easily could have just dreamt this because some dreams can be scarily real. I felt and heard a breath in my ear and it made me sit bolt upright in my bed. There's two options. It's paranormal or paranoia. Don't know which one. But I thought maybe together, I say together, I'm by myself, but together, me and you watching could go to the room and see what happens. I'm scared. Don't really know what to do now we're here. That's the doorway with the awful bit of glass at the top. And then I also feel the presence at the window. It is my brother's room. It's not as empty a room as it used to be. I don't know. I still feel weird being in it. Maybe I should do a video where I sleep in here for a night. I remember once Becca, who thinks she has a ghost as well, told me that sometimes it's good to come in and talk to it. And I did that once, but I felt insane. Maybe I should Google, what do you ask a ghost? 50 questions to ask. I'm not going to ask all 50 because we'd be here all day. Is anybody in here? Is anybody in the room? Are you here? Do you have a name? Do you want me to leave the room? Is anybody in here? Is anybody in here? I feel like the camera's struggling to focus on me. I don't really know what to do with the rest of the video. I just thought I'd tell you guys the story. I'd love to do more things like this on the channel. I've got some ideas. I can, like I say, spend the night in the room. Me and my friend Billy went to a creepy antique shop the other day and I definitely wouldn't mind taking my camera in and seeing a bit more of that. There's a creepy theatre nearby that I could maybe get into. There is a creepy hotel about half an hour away that is apparently haunted by a witch, and me and Billy are quite desperate to spend the night. If those sort of things are up your street and something you'd want to see, let me know in the comment section below. It's something I would love to do, but I just don't know if it's really like gonna work, whether it's actually the channel's vibe or not. I'm not sure. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm gonna get out the room because I don't like it in here. Subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment, and I'll see you for my next video. Happy Halloween.